Hey, what's up? So I did a mile today. I ran a mile after I did the pull-ups. I did 3 sets max reps of pull-ups, and I was able to get 15 on the first set. And then on the second set, I got 10, and on that last set, I think I got like 10, but I was like cheating reps too. Um, I feel like that the pull-up was not that great. I'm slowly losing weight, which is nice. I'm able to add a little bit to my pull-ups now that I'm losing a little bit of weight. I weighed myself in the morning. I was 196 pounds, which is lower than 200, where I've been stagnant at for the last 2 months. Anyway, my camera's been like cutting in and out. As you can see right there, it cut out. But yeah, the pull-ups, it hasn't progressed as much as I thought it would. I thought I'd be doing like 16 or 17 at this point. And I think that I'm going to start training like pull-ups with the 25-pound vest that I have. You'll see me do back extensions with them later during this workout. But yeah, I mean, this workout, I ran a mile. I actually made really good time on that mile. Better time than I usually do. Those last couple laps that I was doing, I was running faster than I usually do, like 7.5 miles per hour, which isn't much for some people, but it's a lot for me. You know, I didn't have to slow down at the end. I was making really good time. My lap time was around like 2 minutes, 10 seconds, something around that. And I felt really good. My breathing was good. The way I've been thinking about the running is I'm practicing my breathing. I'm trying to exhaust myself as much as I can, and then just practice taking deep breaths while I'm like dying, you know, as opposed to like gasping for air. I'm trying to practice taking deep breaths while like it hurts, you know, it's like hurting my lungs to take deep breaths. Anyway, overall, this workout went well. I had a lot of time to do it, so that was nice. I spent probably an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes doing this in total, if you include everything. So that was nice. I didn't do any hang cleans. I didn't do any deadlifts. So I was doing a bunch of like accessory stuff. I did some heavy squats, back squatting, and I was thinking about it today, and I think I might want to try to do my heavy squats on my back day, and then just do a shit ton of volume work on my leg day, like lunges, those Romanian single leg squats. I think they're called Romanians. Anyway, I was thinking that I should do more like volume work on my leg days, and then on my back days, I just do heavy strength training, because that way I'm not doing heavy. That way I'm like practicing a lot of weight on my back during these back days, and like with my low bar squats, and on my high bar squat, I could just practice doing a lot of volume. That's personally just what I'm thinking. I think that's probably the best way I can go about squatting every day while also trying to get some volume work, because I think my quads just aren't getting trained as much as they should be, because on my leg days, all I do is heavy high bar squats rather than doing a lot of volume work, a whole lot of single legs. Yeah, that's just personally what I'm thinking. Not sure exactly if that would be the best way to go about it, but I think it might be helpful. Anyway, I was really upset that my camera kept on cutting out, especially during these heavy squats. I was just really upset because some of these squats I really wanted to review my form. But it is what it is. I felt like I did a really good job. It's getting more and more comfortable. These low bar squats. Yeah, see, like that, I really wanted to see that set. But no matter. I was able to get this footage on this one. This was my heaviest set that I did today. I'll try to do a 315 low bar squat soon, and just see how it feels at the bottom. But I feel like this is really good depth. Yeah, I feel like the floor is pretty good. My hip crest is at my knees, perhaps even a little bit above. But, you know, this is definitely not cheating. I'm not like competing as a power lifter, so it's not as important as long as I get to parallel, like that's what's important to me. I think this was actually the hardest exercise I did today, the back extensions with a 25-pound vest. For some reason, some days I do this and it's so easy, like I don't really feel anything. And some days I do this and it is just terrible. I was really feeling it in my hamstrings today. Oh, that's another thing. On my leg days, I want to do more hamstring work. So that's why I think doing just heavy stuff on my pull day would be a little bit better. It's a way to go about it. But anyway, my hamstrings were really feeling it today. My back was really feeling it today. And then I did some bent over rows too, and that was really getting me as well. But overall, like it was really successful. Like I really am going to feel this tomorrow. Even though I didn't do a deadlift or a hang clean, it still was like really good work. I think. So yeah. I was looking, because I'm not sure exactly how often I should be deadlifting. I was looking at rep ranges and best ways to go about it, and doing it twice a week seems kind of aggressive. It might mess with my recovery, but I mean, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Personally, I was actually so exhausted. On Wednesday, I believe. I think it was Wednesday. I was super exhausted because I think my pull day was Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I was just dying. Also, yeah. And then I also did, those heavy high bar squats right after that. And then I worked 12 hours. So, I mean, I wasn't really doing myself any favors. No wonder I was so, like, dead. But it was still, like... It was nice to see that I could still push myself a lot more than I have been. It feels nice. But yeah, kind of just thinking about that. The bent over rows, something I also haven't been really good about. This is like a really hard exercise, and it's like a very humbling exercise too, because it's not a lot of weight, and it just kills you. Like I'm not even controlling it on the concentric movement. I'm just have like pretty bad form, to be honest. And there's been days when I've done it with 115, these bent over rows, and like I just had terrible form. So I think having lower weight, just having 95 pounds and just doing it the best I can is probably a lot more worthwhile for me. Because I can really feel, I feel like my left shoulder has some sort of problems with it. I injured it a few months ago. We had a heavy patient. I talked a little bit about it. And my shoulder, while it hasn't been, dislocated or anything, it's also, not as strong. I probably did some damage to a ligament. And, it just flares up sometimes. And it was definitely flaring up today while I was doing it. I also did some, trap work. I was doing those little shoulder rolls. Those shoulder rolls were nice. But yeah, I mean, the trap I completely neglected. So I decided to superset that with my bent over rows, which I've only been kind of neglecting, So working on my traps a little bit. It is what it is. Yeah. Overall, really good. These chin-ups, I talked a lot about before how I want to do chin-ups like 3-4 days ago, and how surprisingly hard they are. They're not just like cheat pull-ups. And I've been training my pull-ups so much that I actually think my pull-ups are better than my chin-ups. So I'm working on my biceps. It's not just a vain thing. Having really strong arms is important in my job. And also, this works my grip strength too, being able to do these chin-ups or any of these pull exercises in general. It's important to work that grip strength. So yeah, that's all. You can see I'm just dying here. I only did 5 during this one. Honestly, I only did 3 because these last 2 do not count. Gotta get the chin over the bar. Okay, that's all. Bye-bye.